Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a state-sponsored COVID-19 testing opens in Corbin today, and officials hope it helps paint a more detailed picture of the virus's presence here in the mountains. And we talked to one photographer in Laurel County about how she is preparing to reopen her business as more businesses learn when that will be possible. Plus, today is Kentucky Gives Day. We'll show you how WYMT has been working with God's Pantry Food Bank to help keep Kentuckians fed during this pandemic.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Lacey Roberts, and today is Tuesday, May 12th, or like we call it, Monday 2.0. Yesterday wasn't too bad outside. It was a little chilly. I think it's time to bring those jackets out for good this week. Let's bring in Brandon Robinson and see if we're going to need those again today. Brandon?
You will need them today, but don't need them all week, because we're getting closer and closer to those much warmer temperatures, much more seasonable temperatures for this time of the year. But not today, and probably not tomorrow either. Let's take a look, see what's going on in the last few hours of satellite and radar. We'll see, basically, we had some clear skies overnight, but the clouds build back in this morning. So I do think patchy frost is about the best we'll do this morning because of that cloud cover building in. Temperatures already in the 30s in most areas this morning. 39 Jackson Hazard, a new record for the fourth day in a row. We'll talk about that here in a second. 40 is our warm spot there, if you can call it that, in Huntington, Prestonsburg, and Pike. Everybody else there in the mid to upper 30s across the region this morning. That frost advisory and freeze warning does continue until 9 o'clock this morning for most of the area there. The frost advisory, especially the freeze warning, only for about 4 or 5 counties there. Frost scrape alert, it's between two indicators this morning. Long you stayed clear, you might see a little bit more frost on the cars, or maybe not as much. So just kind of give yourself a little bit of time to get them warmed up this morning, because it's going to be a chilly start, but a halfway decent day, especially if we see some sunshine a little bit later. 60s are our forecast high. The rest of the forecast is on the way here in just a little bit. Lacey?
Thank you, Brandon. Last night, Governor Andy Beshear announced the latest COVID-19 totals from Sunday and Monday. The governor said testing clinics reported 141 new cases on Sunday and 3 people died. And as of last night, Kentucky has an additional 105 cases and 4 deaths. That brings Kentucky's total to 6,677 cases and 311 deaths. The governor also said a 10-year-old Kentucky boy is in critical condition and on a ventilator, and emphasized again the virus can hit anyone hard at any age. And starting today, 400 people can be tested at Kroger's for the COVID-19 drive-through testing at Corbin Arena. Governor Beshear said that last night those spots were almost filled, but tomorrow and Thursday had more than 800 spots open. Officials say this is important because the Tri-County area Corbin sits in has less than 50 confirmed cases. This leaves health officials wondering if the numbers truly are low or if they are unaware of cases due to a lack of testing.
We really, in the Tri-County area, we have upwards of 150,000 people.
The concern is we have a population of people with a lot of pre-existing conditions in the community, and we want to make sure that we're not missing something really important to our community's health.
The testing is by appointment only. People can sign up online or by phone. They have the capacity to test more than 400 people each day. The testing is available today through Thursday from 8:30 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. More tests will also be available beginning this week at Pikeville Medical Center. They now have the ability to test 500 people each week. That nearly doubles their original plan. Every day, the partnership with PMC and the Pike County Health Department will provide up to 125 tests. Car dealerships are among the businesses now allowed to reopen to in-person businesses in Kentucky. Most are sanitizing the inside of cars frequently. Many dealerships added protective glass to desks and will no longer send employees on test drives. And some say even when all the restrictions are lifted, they will likely continue some of these practices for even longer. Also reopening in the coming weeks as part of Governor Beshear's reopening plan are retail stores on May 20th. Restaurants are reopening May 22nd with 33% capacity and outdoor seating. And barbershops, cosmetology, and similar services are reopening May 25th. And as many as 10-person social gatherings will be allowed. And as those other businesses begin to reopen, we talked with one Laurel County photographer about how she is preparing to open her business. Heather Larkey says the safety of her clients is a top priority and plans to make sure there is at least 24 hours between each photo session to allow for time to cleanse and sanitize. And that is just the beginning. While this will limit how many clients she can take, she says she is excited to be able to work again, knowing how much these people's pictures mean to them.
These important events, you want to make sure that you capture, and I'm just happy to be able to do that again.
Larkey is also strongly recommending that only the person being photographed and immediate family is at her sessions. And meanwhile, the Mountain Arts Center announced yesterday that they have canceled the summer season of Billie Jean Osborne's Kentucky Opry. However, they do plan to have the Kentucky Opry Junior Pros Rock Show on September 5th, as well as a special 30th anniversary reunion weekend with 2 full shows on September 18th and 19th. And today is Kentucky Gives Day, a day when nonprofit organizations here in the Commonwealth rally to help raise funds to help fellow Kentuckians. We told you last month that WYMT has teamed up with God's Pantry Food Bank along with Kentucky Power and Appalachian Wireless to host a virtual food drive. We wanted to take a moment to announce that the drive is still ongoing, helping those struggling to get by during the COVID-19 pandemic. This is not a drive where people donate food. It is a monetary donation that will go to help God's Pantry Food Bank give items to families removing the risk of COVID-19. Just a simple $10 donation can feed 80 kids and teens. We have the link to donate on our website at WYMT.com. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, some parts of Cumberland Gap National Historical Park are now reopened after the park closed in late March.
Another cold morning, but some relief is coming. Much needed relief at that. I'll have the details in about 3 minutes.